Welcome to Spotlight. I'm Sue Rakowski. In just a minute, we'll be speaking with Andrew Kercher. Today's show is sponsored by Women's Life. Andrew, welcome to Spotlight.
Thanks so much for having me.
I love having you. You're such a good interview, so thank you for being here today. We're going to talk about the Bookmobile and some exciting events, but we're going to reflect. It's been a year since the Bookmobile.
Truly, I cannot believe it's been a year. You know, our big premiere was last year at Sandfest, so early August.
Yep.
And that was when, the Bookmobile, truthfully, was delivered back in May. But it took us a little bit to get some books on board and our bearings. So the first book was checked out just a little over a year ago. And we're so excited to celebrate that we've checked out thousands of books and we've put over 10,000 miles on it.
Do you remember what the first book was?
I do. It was about the classical world in bite-sized pieces.
Oh, well, there you go. I wonder whoever took that one out, you're a first. So reflect again on what has been accomplished in this last year.
Yeah, we have kind of built this from the ground up. St. Clair County has had Bookmobile service on and off for over a century, but we're coming off of basically a couple of decades where we haven't had it. So the institutional memory wasn't quite there. There's lots of people who are like, oh, I remember it as a kid, but not a whole lot of, like, oh, I worked on the Bookmobile. And so that means we had to develop a lot of the program, like where we were going, how we were going to do that, how checkouts were going to work. We developed a lot of that from kind of the ground up, and I think it's been a pretty smashing success.
Well, you're everywhere. I mean, I look at your page, I'm like, where's Waldo? I mean, where's Andrew today?
It's true. Like I said, we put over 10,000 miles, and that's all within, St. Clair County.
Okay.
So
I noticed you went to a Bookmobile convention.
We did. That is the one exception. We drove all the way to St. Louis and back. That was pretty fun.
It was a hike.
And a lot of people are surprised, but there's a convention for everything. We learned a lot from that, and we were really excited to take ours and show other people, here's what we're doing, here's what we've learned from building this. And we've actually taken it to a couple other Southeast Michigan libraries that are either getting a Bookmobile or thinking about it, and we've kind of collegially shown up to be like, oh, well, take a look at ours.
Are they kind of like a comeback thing now, or have Bookmobiles just...
I don't think they've ever really gone away. It's been in some neighborhoods. Like I said, we came off one kind of the early 90s is the last time we had one operating in the area, but we're so thankful for the millage that was passed a few years ago was an increase for the library, and this was kind of one of those campaign promises / something we'd been actively looking forward, just needed that little bit of extra funding to do that. So
I assume you need a library card.
You do, but we issue them. That's the fun thing. So the two big things we do, and I think we do better than just about any branch of the library. I love all our branches because we get to visit all of them, but all the branches are bigger than us. We can only fit so much in the back of a Winnebago. But the one thing that we do really, really well is we issue a lot of cards, almost more than many of the branches, because we meet people where they are.
Exactly.
So we go to farmers markets. We go to, we have regularly scheduled stops at senior centers, at schools. The farmers markets are really fun in the summer. And then we do like pop-ups every once in a while here or there as our schedule allows. And a lot of people will come sign up for a card. I am amazed. We go to the Port Huron Farmers Market. It's one of our busiest stops. And it is, as the crow flies, or even as the crow waddles, like 50 yards from the back door of the library. But the number of people who will come on board the Bookmobile and get a card and be like, oh yeah, I hadn't thought about it. It's this opportunity. It's really fun.
And let's talk about that. Where can people find your schedule, where you're going to be at?
Yeah, so we publish that on our Facebook page. We have kind of a weekly update on the library website, right? There's a scrolling header right up at the top, or you can go under the branches tab, look up the Bookmobile, and download our monthly schedule
where
there.
You're gonna be
and
at.
we do our best. I always tell people every once in a while with the number of stops we're making, because we make between 35 and 45 stops every month.
Oh, wow.
Like kind of at a minimum. That's a lot of stops when you think about it.
It sure is.
That we do our best to make sure that's all right, but give us a little bit of grace, flexibility every once in a while. We have to, something pops up on the road, and it's kind of half the fun of the Bookmobile.
I get it. So let's talk about the Bookmobile Bash that's coming up.
the Bomo Birthday Bash.
See, I knew I wouldn't get that.
No, we kind of joke. So we call the Bookmobile the BOMO for short. It's our four-letter code for BOMO, for Bookmobile. So Bomo Birthday Bash is just fun to say. But it's our big first birthday party. And what do you have a birthday party? We got cake, we got ice cream, we got balloons, we've got got face painting. We've got a lot of actually of our community partners because we figured we know lots of the public would like to celebrate the Bookmobile, but who else would like the Bookmobile? All the other outreach vehicles. So we've got the police will be there, fire department, we've got community mental health bringing their van over. Anybody who's got like an outreach vehicle, we figured they're friends of the Bookmobile.
Sure,
we see a lot
sure.
of these people. So they were all invited. The Ghostbusters are going to be there.
Oh. Wow.
You know it.
Very
So,
family-friendly
yes.
event, obviously.
Yes, so come get some ice cream. Do not make me eat 500 cupcakes and ice
Yeah,
cream by
no,
myself.
no.
The Bookmobile team will be sick if we have
Yes.
to do that. So
All right.
it is in Pine Grove Park, August 19th. It's a Wednesday evening, afternoon into evening, so 3 to 7, so you can come after work, or if you get off a little bit early, kids still aren't back in school. Pine Grove Park seems really centrally located. We're really
Perfect.
excited.
Well, best of luck to you.
We hope to see you there.
Okay,
and bring
I'll
your
do my
card.
best.
You can check something out.
I have a card, so thank you so
Perfect.
much. All right, thank you, Andrew, for joining us.
Absolutely, anytime.
All right, and thank you for watching this edition of Spotlight.